Hey, everybody, it's Friday, so it's Friday. You need to talk. Hopefully, you had a fabulous week. Today, I thought I would talk about clutter and what clutter seems to do in our life. And the reason it came up was I'm doing this course called Ultimate Abundance, and we did a session today around clutter and the symptoms. And also this week, it has gotten a little bit cold here in Canada, and so it's the time where I don't have a really big closet. So I end up having to swap out my summer clothes into my winter clothes. But it's also been a really good opportunity for me to declutter and to get rid of clothes I didn't wear or that I don't like anymore or don't fit me or don't look really any nice. And I force myself to do that. And so I thought today, why not? Sometimes we do a spring cleaning, but maybe a fall cleaning. And I thought we could talk about what areas of our lives we end up cluttering and why we don't feel like we can declutter it and what it maybe means for other parts of our lives. So, what are some of the areas that most people, I think, get really cluttered in? And often it's our clothes, our closet, paperwork. I find these days emails is another one, sometimes getting behind in paperwork, taxes, money stuff. Also just decluttered with lots of knickknacks in our house. I feel like I've got a clutter problem with my photos and I don't really know what to do with them. They seem to be a little bit everywhere as well. And so, as I was doing this program this morning and just cleaning out my closet, I started to get really reflective on how good I feel when I actually clean something and then I work really hard to keep it that way. So with my clothes, as an example, because I'm fortunate, and though I used to have a very big walk-in closet, now I have a very small closet, and I call myself very fortunate for that. Why? Because it forces me every season to clean it out and declutter it and organize it because I don't have enough space to put everything. And so I've taken the opportunity to really focus on that. And then I often will pile up with paperwork and I will just sit one day and organize it. The other day, a couple of months ago, I organized my office and I felt so great of having everything filed away and the paperwork. So let me ask you, what are the areas in your life that you feel really cluttered in? And it's probably not all areas, but literally let's lump it into two different categories. The physical, so things that you can literally see with your eyes. So is it your closet, your bedroom, your house, your garage? Is it even your emails? What is it that is cluttered? And what is it that you are mentally cluttered about? So what are the things in your mind? Is it feeling confused about the job you're in? Maybe the business, maybe feeling overwhelmed by different opportunities that are coming your way, not knowing what to do. Maybe feeling like there's no opportunities coming your way and you're just at a bit of a standstill. What mentally are you cluttered with? And I think sometimes that when we have clutter, we tend to clutter other areas and it doesn't allow us to stay focused in the areas that we needed to, particularly I believe in the mental side of it. So let me ask you, if you thought about and were honest enough in the comments to write down the things that you're cluttered in your physical world, maybe take a piece of paper and write down sort of the top 3 things that are kind of cluttered. And out of those top 3, what would be the easiest to declutter? Is it your closet? Is it your office? Is it a room? Is it your garage? What area would be really easy for you to just, easy is maybe not the right word, but where would it give you maybe the most satisfaction that if you just got that out, everything else would seem simpler? So I challenge you between now and next Friday to declutter one physical area in your life and then let me know whether or not it helped to declutter something mentally in your life. I know that when I cleaned out my office, It was really just, I felt like my desk was full of papers, and it just felt, even though I knew where everything was, it felt really chaotic. But the minute I did that, for some reason, I had so much more clarity on what I needed to get done and the purpose, and my, even my program, my employee to entrepreneur program, sort of everything sort of fall into place. And I don't think I realized it at the time, but I can look back and actually look at that being one of the timings of, I had clarity in my physical space, and suddenly in my mental space, it added so much more clarity. So, and it also happens, like I said, when I do my closet. So I'm asking you, pick one thing in your physical world that you can declutter this week. Don't try and tackle everything, just pick one. And then notice, what part of your mental space did it make you feel better? Did you feel calm in? Did it feel like, you know what? I can make a decision. The cobwebs are gone. It seems that I can focus. I'm not procrastinating on making a decision and a choice. So I really look forward, if you're brave enough, to tell me where you're cluttered. So I will end this call. We'll tell you the two places where I feel very cluttered. One is in my financial paperwork. I'm a little behind on my taxes. I will be honest, not too far behind, but a little bit, and just getting organized for this year's taxes. So I went out there. I've been talking now to, I've got a bookkeeper. I interviewed a new, CPA, an accountant, to help me. I chatted with them. So I feel so much better that I know I'm going to get on track on that. My second big one is my photos, and I really don't know what to do. So if you have any suggestions on how to organize photos better, let me know. I kind of have them in Google Photos, but I also have them on my desktop, and I seem to have them on my phone. I don't know. I don't even know what to do with photos. So the olden days of albums might have been better. So those are my two areas. And I'd love to hear yours. And more importantly, I'd love to hear what mental clarity you got after clearing your photos. All right. I'll talk to you next week. Have a great week.